We live, y'all. All right, we live, y'all. It's the corner. Your boy DJ Highlight. I'm in the building. Izova's in the building. America's in the building.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey man, we chilling over here. You know what I'm
So we're gonna talk about it. July 24th. We got the slots moving. People signing up. Izova's gonna host. I'm gonna be on the turntables. America's gonna be in the building hosting. It's gonna be a family affair. How y'all
Absolutely.
feeling about it, man?
I think it's gonna go good.
$500 to the
I mean,
winner.
We just gotta make sure we get an artist all the info about what we judging on, so they don't feel like, oh, I didn't
Okay,
know that.
so
yeah.
let's get it on our podcast, and we gonna share this shit and share it to the artists and everything. What are we looking for?
So, like I said, in my personal opinion, I think we talked about this last show too. I think we was doing stage presence, the music, you know how music is, and then just say overall presentation. You know what I'm saying? I think if you have like a brand about yourself, you know, whoever stands out, I think we should look for that. But overall, music, stage presence, and presentation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. I've been because I put out a mixtape a couple of days ago, and I'm working on my new mixtape, and I'm trying to find music that don't sound the same. Like I want to hear something different. So I wouldn't mind at this show if an artist just come on some new sounding shit and just blow us away. Like, hey, what the fuck was that? But it was dope. You feel me?
Hey,
Right, something different.
you know, bro, a lot of like music people that's at the top or that you would see on like Clubhouse, Instagram, social media, they telling a lot of artists to put out music that sounds like what's out right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So to me, when you tell an artist that, what they gonna do? They gonna turn on the radio and try to recreate exactly what.
Because you gotta be real. You gotta be real. The name of the game is to make money, be relevant, sell some units. Especially if you sign, you gotta sell units, or you ain't gonna be signed no more.
Right.
I think that if you notice, man, the dopest artists are the ones that got that originality. You feel me?
But the world don't want originality no more.
Nah, I beg to differ, man.
Right,
I think
too.
that
Yes, they do.
When it come to hip hop,
yes.
this is the thing. I think that
hip hop wants everything to sound and look the same except for J. Cole and Kendrick.
I think that's what people think. I think that consumers want something different. I think the artists, they just want to stay the same. You feel what I'm saying? But consumers, bro, they want something different. That's why you need DJs that's gonna look for artists that got a different song, a different sound. You know what I'm saying? Because who gonna get it out there besides the artists, the DJs? You know what I'm saying? So
I'll keep it real with y'all, bro. I kick it with a lot of I talk to a lot of DJs, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. A lot of DJs are scared to spin dope music because people don't want the younger. A lot of people don't want to gravitate towards it. They want to hear the bullshit.
Yeah.
like I said,
You gotta mix it in. I told you.
Bro, I got DJs that are scared to spin records because they feel people gonna talk shit.
Mix it in. I told you, you gotta mix it in, and then people
Hey,
listen to it.
if we as an artist, if we able to say, I'm gonna put my team on my back, I'm gonna put myself on my back and stand out and put this song out, a DJ don't have the balls to play it. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I think that, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be one of them DJs, man, that got that buzz. You know when to play it, you know how to play it, and you know how to mix it in. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? If you support an artist, you support an artist, but
Right.
you don't have DJs that's really doing that nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Unless they pay a fee.
Okay. Hey, so I want to talk about something different tonight that we ain't really talked about. We gonna talk about businesses with hip hop. We're gonna talk about that because we're gonna interview a business owner. But what I want to talk about is I've been watching a lot of interviews on like old record labels that went wrong and how they went wrong. Like for instance, Death Row. So what I want to ask y'all, how important is it to keep music business separate from street business?
Oh man.
It's the whole business.
Yeah.
But the problem is, how do you, as a CEO, if you a street nigga, how do you turn off the street nigga mentality? Because a lot of these people can't seem to do it. A lot of these artists can't even seem to do it. They get stuck in a street mentality, then they end up in some bullshit, end up in jail or killed, and then boom, a record label just wasted $500,000 on promo for this artist. They was about to pop, but now they in jail because they on some weird shit.
It's because
I got for you. Choices and longevity. It's like you gotta make the right choices, and then at the same time, you're gonna be in this game for the long run. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, P. Diddy, bro, he wasn't looking at when he got in like the right now. He was looking at years ahead. Like he was look at his sons. They set. You feel me? Like they don't have now one issue. Look at Dr. Dre. He was looking at the long run. You had cats like Suge Knight that looked like they was just thinking about, I gotta run this shit right now. You feel me? And he involved the street politics within his business. And if you look at it, man, he's one of the only CEOs that had a label that was on top that's not no more. Like name another person that was like Suge Knight. It was only really him, bro. Everybody else is still.
Bro, do you know how many records Death Row was selling in the 90s, bro? Everything they released went at least double platinum, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, they was doing it.
Watch this man Suge Knight just go to nothing, bro, and you had the world, you just didn't run it right. It's crazy.
Like, don't get me wrong, I still think we should celebrate him as leaving a legacy.
I still celebrate him. I give him his roses, bro, because he one thing I respect about Suge Knight, he took Crips and Bloods, made them on the same label, and we got paid, bro, and we are legends.
No, for real.
Right. And you know what, bro? And that's why I say I can't judge that man because I wasn't in his shoes.
Right.
I wasn't in, and you got to remember, man, like he was at the height of mixing them rappers together when that was the height of gangbanging. You feel me? When, like,
bro, in the 90s, early 90s?
No, bro.
Like, you're not supposed to get along back then. You feel me?
Exactly.
People don't shed light on what he did. They only shed light on the negative. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Man, you got to give Suge Knight his roses. Like he did a lot for hip hop. He did a lot for the culture, even though he did a lot of negative to some people.
Bro went and got Tupac, paid $1 million, and back then $1 million in the music business meant a lot of money, bro. You got an artist out of jail for $1 million, and he outsold everybody.
Right.
Man, I just wish he would have ran it better, bro. Imagine Death Row now with 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Exhibit, bro. Imagine if everybody would have been on Death Row. Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you another thing though. I think as them artists would have got older, the label would have split up anyway. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think them artists wanted to carry that name no more, man. Like Death Row, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's crazy That's another thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. I'll be watching a bunch of shit while I'm working. I'm supposed to be working, but I'm on YouTube. But can a name of a brand be so bad that it sets a bad tone for the brand forever?
Absolutely.
Because if you look at Death Row, nigga, you think of, oh, these niggas is on some crazy shit, right, nigga?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the name brand could definitely fuck it up for you forever, basically.
Yeah. Or you think it's messy when you think Death Row messy. Just messy.
Yeah. It's crazy you said that, America, because a lot of people don't go into the good with Death Row when you bring it up. They go into the bad stories automatically.
Absolutely. Look at all the crime that was done there. He had outside businesses going also other than the hip hop. That nigga was like a drug lord. All that shit. What the hell? Had the police
they said Suge was definitely on some bullshit, man.
And he had the police everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So okay, besides Death Row, okay, let's go to No Limit. We talking labels now. What do you think went wrong with No Limit?
Ego. People feeling like they deserve something or they entitled to something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at all the artists that Master P had, man, I mean, to me, he put them all in a perfect situation. It was up to them to heighten it. You know what I'm saying? So,
they said every artist that Master P signed, he gave them a car, $1 million, and a house.
They wasn't ready for the money. They just spent it all. It went broke.
What do you want, dog? After that, I signed you. I put
they
you.
wasn't ready for that much money.
That's like somebody saying, "Hey, look, I'm gonna sign you for 6 months. Within this 6 months, I need to see what you're gonna do." And you got this person's name on your back where you can say, "Hey, I'm Wooty Woots artist. I'm signed to No Limit. I'm signed to T.I." And you don't get no deals, no shows, no nothing. It's like a lot of these artists, man, they don't know how to capitalize, or a lot of people don't know how to capitalize off of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then they blame others. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Now, I was just saying, like, a lot of people, you know, they just don't know how to capitalize off of opportunity. Like, I don't know if you've seen that video of Fabulous when he was saying, like, basically, I don't have to give you money. I can give you opportunity, and that'll lead to your, you know what I'm saying, your whole fortune right there. But you're not going to take advantage of it and see it as that you're not going to reap that type of benefit. So I just feel like people don't know how to capitalize off of opportunity, man. Like, he signed them. They should have been able to blow up. You feel me?
Right. Okay. So what do y'all think about music executives that get accused of not paying artists?
That ain't nothing new.
This is the thing with this topic. So I've been doing my research, and a lot of these artists now, years later, are saying, like Eazy-E artists, Birdman artists, years later are saying, like, hey, we was all young.
All right, you guys, I'm about to go in there.
We was all young and we didn't know nobody knew the business. We were just all put in situations to win, but nobody's paperwork was right because nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. Because these dudes, Birdman and Eazy-E, was millionaires in hip hop by the time they was fucking 20 years old, bro.
All right, so look, as an artist, I could understand why, like, TLC, any artist back then didn't get a good deal or didn't understand the business because you didn't have the internet. You didn't have people going around schooling people like they do about the music industry. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have, it wasn't, I don't even know if Google was created back then. You get what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
So, right. So my point is, it's like, how would they have known? You feel me? So, but today, if you still getting dicked over in music or any type of deal, that's like shame on you because yeah, you got too many resources nowadays, bro. Like too many videos surfacing around where don't do this, don't do that, do it like this, and all you gotta do is ask. You feel me?
So how you feel, Sal? How you I don't know if you heard us, but we talking about people that didn't get paid on labels. That's the question right now. Do you blame, because a lot of these people, like you look at Juvenile, a lot of them, I've been looking at a lot of their interviews, and they all saying now, yeah, we felt a certain way back then about the label, but now that we're older, we realize that we were all young, and this CEO was young too, so he didn't know how to do this shit. He didn't have it figured out.
You know something? I think just from knowing, like, you know, a lot of artists back in those days or whatever when they was young, I think that a lot of things was done because they thought about the money at the time, they thought about the fame at the time, and they didn't really think about the business part of stuff. So they were taking these outrageous deals, and they was just, you know,
you gotta remember back then, poverty back then for artists and people was horrible poverty.
Exactly.
Nigga. Today's poverty ain't like the 90s poverty.
You gave them a couple of Jordans and some bomber jackets or whatever. They was like, we was on. You know what I'm saying? A couple of starter jackets, and they thought they was popping. Put them on a little chain and some big old pants or whatever, and they, you know, they thought they was on. But they didn't know. But then you got to think of it too. It was these bigger heads that knew what they were doing. They knew how to take these kids out the ghetto, these kids out of these situations where they didn't have no mother or no father. They go with their grandmother. They knew what they were doing. They had a plan way before. They knew what they was doing. They was taking these kids, knowing they was gonna make these money off these kids, putting them on TV, putting them on tours, giving them McDonald's and letting them run through the mall and do all this stuff. And they thought they was really, really doing something. And they got to thinking like, wait, my mama's still in the ghetto. My grandmama still, you know what I'm saying, got roaches or whatever.
Right.
And they're staying in hotels and they thinking they popping when they really wasn't doing nothing. So yeah, they looking back now like we really didn't have no money then. You think about I think it was it New Edition? It was somebody. That's
crazy. I'm thinking about them in my head right now.
Yeah, they were getting fucked. They was giving them $2-3,
like $10.
Oh wow.
Exactly. We didn't been on tour for 6 months and we didn't make $400. My mama can't even buy bologna, and I guess bologna was back then or whatever. I mean, that was, say, I'm not knocking nobody, but you know what I'm saying? You couldn't even do nothing with. They were getting over on these kids. I think the internet, how the internet and things are now, these giving really artists and really people that really love what they're doing an opportunity to involve and just do things that they really want to do. Because like I was reading, I keep saying, like, everybody thinks Soulja Boy is so gimmicky. He's so funny. He's just like a clown or whatever.
I think Soulja Boy is a smart motherfucker.
Soulja Boy had a blueprint. Y'all, everybody keep laughing about because he keeps saying he was the first rapper to have this and rapper to have that.
Because he was.
He really was the first rapper to have a lot of stuff. He really was the first rapper to have an iPhone. He really was the first rapper to, like, you know what I'm saying, to come off of YouTube. I mean,
hey, look, people don't realize how big Soulja Boy was, bro. Like,
exactly.
He was the first YouTube artist.
Exactly.
Yes, he is big.
Bro, you gotta, like everybody looks like, oh, this person's a legend. Soulja Boy is a legend, bro.
He definitely is.
Legend. Take that from him.
Basketball game.
Take that from him.
But I feel the same way about Bow Wow. Bow Wow's a fucking legend. Bow Wow was getting money since he was like this.
Want to do stuff. Exactly.
So look, I'm like,
everybody
a Bow Wow fan.
Hey, yeah, they both legends, bro. But hey, this is what I was gonna say to add to what you were saying. You gotta compare that to, like, okay, say a rapper take 50K and you coming out the ghetto and you gonna take 50K. In his eyes, that's a bag. You feel me? And you gotta compare that to Scottie Pippen. remember the story how he took such a low.
Man, Scottie Pippen was the most underpaid
ever in the NBA. So, or top 10, I think they said. So at the end of the day, but his mentality was, I'm just trying to take this money right now and get my family right. You feel me? At that time, I think that was the issue. Like people was like, oh, 100K, 50K for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like
but just imagine that you're a talented kid and you looking around like you know, you're eating cereal with water, you eating bread with no, you know what I'm saying, no, in your whole refrigerator, two things that match, only thing that's in your refrigerator is ice. And somebody come to you and be like, I'm going to give you $20,000. All you got to do is perform. Back then, they was going to take that like 20,000. I don't even have $2.
Exactly.
They take advantage of these kids. They take advantage of these kids.
Right.
Dude, just think, I mean, just like literally it's mind blowing that they really took advantage of these kids.
Yeah.
You was sitting there watching the roaches fight. To going to saying, hey, I'm going to take you to a basketball game. You're going to be famous. I'm going to take you around some rappers. I'm going to take you to basketball games and stuff like that. They thought they was on.
Absolutely.
But their mama still got roaches.
Right. Okay.
They still do. And these people are living in mansions and stuff. They took advantage of these kids. I don't care nobody say that was it. We listen to the music now. We be like, oh, that was my jam. This is the best time of my life. Yeah, it may have been the best time of your life.
But it wasn't for them.
To that music then, but them, they was really going through something.
Right.
Just because they didn't have the money to back it up now, don't mean that wasn't the best time of their life though, because they were still traveling, hotels.
Yeah,
you know
but they didn't have no money. They was making these executives rich.
No real stuff.
They was
and a lot
making
of them
these executives rich to where now you got reality TVs with their kids.
Right.
Acting up and doing stuff off of these people money.
For a bag.
Right.
Exactly. Like, come on now.
Okay,
so remember about the ones that was getting molested.
That goes into my next question. That goes into my next question. Since you brought that up, Sal, I watched the interview on DJ Vlad with Lil Easy. DJ Vlad said he was interviewing Lil Easy in like one of the roughest neighborhoods. Somebody came and handed Lil Easy a pistol, and DJ Vlad was like, I look at Bob Marley's kids, they in mansions, they own their own businesses, but then I go to Lil Easy and his trust fund and all his money got left in the hands of Eazy-E's wife, and none of his kids have anything. So what happened when your fortune get in the hands of the wrong person?
Wow.
Isn't that the person's, whoever passed away, isn't that your fault?
No, but like,
get your paperwork right.
That's a good question. I mean, because
because
I know Little Easy, you know what I mean? Like, and just to think about how they can't touch their money, like that's like.
Well, he said on the Brad interview, he said his trust fund money, he ran through it a long time ago because he had kids and shit. He ran through it, but Eazy-E is worth $50 million still, and it's still
he's got to think about his catalog,
getting money.
About his,
and the kids ain't getting nothing right now off of anything Eazy-E has. If they try to sell a T-shirt, they'll get sued.
That is crazy.
Hey, but so you said who got access to the money?
Tamika Wright, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the relationship with the wife to the kid?
That's their stepmom.
Yeah, she only got one kid, right? She only got
She got two kids by him.
Okay, two.
So obviously,
okay, the two.
What is their relationship? Obviously, they don't get along, right?
Well, Lil Easy said he gives her respect. He don't never disrespect her. The rest of the siblings feel.
Yeah, they feel a different way.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody got to talk to her then. You feel me? I heard she running She running it right now, bro.
You know how baby mamas are.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say it. You said it. You feel me? You said it, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like people operating off of bitter emotion. You feel me?
Right.
Mhm.
Because his kids should definitely be, governed
Well,
some money.
Yeah, because they're his kids. It doesn't. Yeah, that shouldn't matter.
they said Tamika Wright has control of everything. Ruthless Records, everything.
Dang. That's
So what is
is
she doing anything with the company to make more money? Is the 50 million gonna go to her? Like, how does that work?
Well, no, they said he's himself is worth $50 million, but all the estate and the royalties and all that, she owns Ruthless Records now, so she controls it. She controls where the checks go, she controls the royalties, she controls everything.
So her and her kids live
Straight.
right and do what they want to do.
They're
straight,
good.
but all these other kids gotta struggle, and that's not
He
right.
He said one of his brothers is a truck driver, one of his sisters is a nurse, one sister's a teacher. Like they're not set. Like it's not like that.
That's wild, man.
And then wasn't they just arguing? Wasn't they just arguing over somebody's song? It was what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion or whatever. They was arguing about the thing because one of the sisters said that they gave her permission, and then they said that they didn't, and it was
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, the one song that Megan Thee Stallion got, come talking to trash, it'll pull your card. Ain't nothing in like
that's
that's
her Eazy-E song, yeah.
Yeah, and Megan Thee Stallion redid it, but her version or whatever. And the siblings was arguing about it.
Well, yeah, they probably
didn't like they in about that.
Yeah,
sure Megan Thee Stallion got that cleared. You feel me? By somebody. She got that cleared.
I hope she did.
The other sister, like the thicker sister, she was like, it should have been ran by the whole family. Then the sister, Tamika's daughter was like, we already approved it and stuff like that or whatever, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. They had a big argument. It was like the sister was going to talking mess. It was a big, they was going in on each other, and they're sisters.
Damn. All right, so we got about Elevations and Creations backstage right now. I hope she paying attention. We're gonna add her in the stream right now. This is my baby sis, y'all. She doing her business. What's up, sis?
Hi, brother.
Can you hear me? How are you?
I can hear y'all. I'm good, and y'all.
We good.
Hi.
Tell us about the business. What's
up? So basically, how my business started is around Easter time. I was doing baskets, so I was like, if I'm doing baskets, it might was be a continuous thing. So then my brother Tommy, he seen DJ Highlight, he seen me going back and forth, so he called me. He was like, "So you gonna continue doing this business, or this is just what you're doing for now?" I said, "This is something I want to continue doing." And he was like, "So I'll get your logo made and we'll come up with a name." He was like, "I'll call you back." I was like, "All right." I was happy, excited in my room, walking back and forth, like, what's the name gonna be? So then he calls me back. He was like, "What about Evaluations and Creations?" Because at first I just had a quote. It was called Little One Trying to Make It. And he was like, "So based off the quote, why not do Evaluations and Creations?" I was like, perfect. So from there I started. And at first I was just selling eyelashes and lip glosses, which is the lip glosses I have here. And the eyelashes too. But from that, I was like, I'm a baker as well, so why not throw bacon in there? So my first thing I started doing was banana pudding cups. I started selling those. Those sold out fast. Then I moved into the 2-layer cake in a cup. I started with real velvet, strawberry, and confetti. So I started doing those. Those started selling out. I also attend to pop-up shops as well too. So I started going to the pop-up shops with them, and they were selling out. So I was like, let me continue doing it. So then other people start hitting me up like, come out with a cupcake, come out with a cupcake. So then that's when I came out with these cupcakes. I got confetti graham slam cupcake and I got fruity pebbles graham cupcake. And I came out with those because it was like come out with something different that you don't see nobody else doing. So I came out with something and I put little Teddy Grahams on top of the cupcakes. I put donuts. I put little waffle things on top of the cupcakes, like something different. And they've been selling.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got me interested. I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a little hungry.
I'm very interested.
Right. Let me show y'all. Look.
Oh yeah, and I got some
This
events
the Fruity
you
Pebbles
can
graham.
do. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get your information. I got events for you.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, exactly. I can do it for events too.
Yes, for
So
real time.
what's some of the troubles? What's some of the troubles you have to
that's
come
cute.
across launching your business?
Some of the troubles I had is about me not having everything on hand. Like what I learned is if I don't have it on hand, I'm not going to make the money. As long as I have it on hand with me everywhere I go, or if I just walk into a barber shop or a beauty supply or something, I would sell out as long as I got it on hand. But if I'm just walking around empty-handed, then that's where the trouble comes in.
Okay. So you need pre-orders.
So how's your inventory right now? Like how's your inventory right now?
My inventory is pretty good. Everything is set for. I set payments on different things, which I just started today. I start accepting Square, where I can do the credit card and stuff from my phone.
Okay.
So I started accepting that. The main thing I was only taking at first was just Cash App and Cash, but now I got PayPal and Venmo and Square. So eventually I'm going to try to get into not accepting cash, but I know it's still going to happen. But this is mainly what I'm trying to get myself to, because I also want to get into start doing my clothing line and things like that as well.
Very
so
organized.
What's your ideas for the clothing line?
Yeah.
That's dope. I think Tommy, I gotta highlight, man. I gotta kudos, man, for inspiring and motivating your sister, man. Do her business, and you sound very passionate about what you're doing. So,
yeah.
You're going
Thank you.
To start a business and just stay motivated. I'm happy to see that.
Right.
I think you learned the most important things, which was if you got it, you're gonna make the money. If you don't have it, you ain't gonna make the money.
Exactly.
So,
right.
Learning along the way.
And I learned that the hard way.
Oh yeah, you're very professional. Definitely.
What's your 5-year plan?
Thank you. What'd you say?
Your 5-year plan.
My 5-year plan is, well, I got college coming up in August. I start August 16th. So with me going to college is to become a pediatrician to get my bachelor degree. But I'm gonna go back to college after that and get my business together, because my business is gonna be something that I continue doing for forever. This is something I don't want to stop. Because I want to grow and grow and grow. I don't want to just start something and stop it and then start back. That it don't seem professional to me. So I got to keep going, pushing all the way through. I know I done had some downfalls, but I'm still here. I'm still.
Oh, I love it.
Pushing it.
Man, all businesses have downfalls. Even Nike have downfalls.
Oh, you're right.
Okay,
She'll be okay. She'll be okay. Oh, I love it. Definitely want to support her.
I gotta mommy you right now. Okay, so you're going back to school. I mean, you're going to school to be a pediatrician. Correct? So then this is your hobby that you're doing right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how are you going to incorporate these things in now? Because now that you're doing it, people are going to be, wanting your product. How are you going to juggle the two?
Right. So basically, I've been sitting here. Look, I got my little notebook going on, everything. I've been sitting here brainstorming, writing down. Like college is coming up. Something gotta work. So basically, like my free time from college, like after I done study and this and that, I'm gonna go to my business page and be like, hey y'all, I'm here. I got this and this for sale. If y'all need me, hit me up. But besides that, it's still gonna be consistent. I'm still gonna be consistent with my posts here and there. I'm still gonna be doing everything, but everything is just gonna be based on either I'm gonna do it before school, the night before school, or right after school. I'm gonna be posting, but I'm getting figured out.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Only
So why
advice
don't you get like other family members involved, or to try to you still want to go to school. That's important to go to school. But you don't want your business to stop. So
right. So
you know
basically
what
I'm getting into as well. Basically my business is about to start hiring.
Okay.
That's just what I'm going to get into. My business is going to start hiring. Because not only that, look, but not only that, I got a secret for y'all. I'm going to be adding babysitting services to Evaluation Creations as well. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, she's so
I'm putting
cute.
that together.
Well,
yes,
honey.
I'm putting that together.
You got a lot going on, girl.
When you go to your meetings, only advice I'm gonna give you is don't get the hand movements going, sis.
I do that too.
I'm sorry.
I do that too. People tell me all the time, put your hands on. I be like, why? I do it all the time too.
Right.
But congratulations.
Yes,
I'm proud of you.
congratulations.
Keep doing your thing. We're gonna support you. We're gonna make sure you're right.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes.
So who's your favorite rappers?
Thank you. My favorite rappers, I got Ty Lucky from Pasadena. That's my number one favorite right now. I have The Baby. That's another one. Yeah, The Baby. That's The Baby. And then I like yes. Okay, one second. And then I also like yes. Okay, baby, hold on. So then yes, they aiming for these cupcakes, y'all. They aiming for the cupcakes. So and then my other rapper is Jacquees. He's like more like a singer, but I mess with Jacquees. That's my boy. And then I got that one artist that was on that show a couple weeks ago. I started listening to him. I can't remember his name.
Oh, well, that don't help.
I know, I can't remember his name right now. It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his name right now. But I started listening to him. His music is cool. It's cool. I like his music. I had hit you up about it like the day after. And I was like, who is the artist that was on the show that night? And I think you told me his name and I forgot.
All right, I got to go look at our messages.
All right.
All right. Well, good looking, man. We appreciate you. Go ahead and give us your information, and we're gonna support you. Drop some links and everything.
Absolutely.
All right. And I'm also gonna get started on my own website as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay
dropping a website.
Stay focused, please. Stay focused.
Yes. Your potential is amazing. You got it. You got it, boo.
All right. Good looking now. We'll check back in with you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so I've become a business owner. That's my little sis. She's trying to do her thing, man. I'm proud of her.
Yes, you should be.
Keep her focused. Keep her focused. Like she needs to. I mean, like I tell my kids, I want you guys to achieve at everything you want to achieve at. All your dreams and stuff come true, or whatever. But you need to stay prioritized, you need to stay organized, and you need to kind of keep focused on what your plan is. Don't stray off your plan. Like
most of all, you gotta get up and do it.
Exactly. That's the hard part.
They keep pushing people, right? But she got good support. She'll be okay. You're doing a good job, Tommy.
Yeah. Maybe man, for these young kids, it's like distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do what they doing, what he doing, what she doing. You feel me? Like,
just do you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So what do y'all? What I noticed about social media, we give the younger generation a lot of flack, a lot of negative shit. Like, oh, they doing this, they doing that. What do y'all think we could do to help the younger generation?
stop nagging at them and come from a perspective of, you know what I'm saying, understanding. You feel me? Like we was young, bro. We was doing something similar, just like the generation before that was doing something similar. We learned from the generation before us. You feel me? So, or I think it's a balance though. Like I think you got a lot of kids that's actually making money off of social media and their cell phone.
Man, y'all see these little 6-year-olds that's millionaires on YouTube?
Yeah, the little boy that play with the little toys and stuff and all that. Mike, I get tired of my kids watching these kids play with toys. That stuff is, it's one little boy. He annoys the shit out of me.
Ryan and Super Saiyan.
Black boy.
Super Saiyan.
What is it?
Super Saiyan.
No.
My daughter watches that shit all the time. It's Super Saiyan.
Wait, what's his name?
Super Saiyan.
No, not that. It's a little black boy. His mom, his dad. I think you have a sibling. And he'd be like, something be, oh, go get him. Oh my God. We gotta watch the cameras. Let's go watch the cameras because he stolen Papa Bear, whatever the fuck whoever his name is. He stole my cookies, and we gotta look on the cameras. Come on, you guys, let's go.
It's at least like.
I mean, like if you don't shut up, he talk just like that.
Yeah.
My kids be like this. I be like, oh my God, he's like so annoying. I don't know what this is a family. The mama got like little bitty dreads, like, you know, and then she got little nappy hair. No, I'm just joking.
And they be bad acting too, like horrible acting.
Yeah, it be like
horrible acting.
It be driving me crazy.
But
he be like, who went in Papa Bear? I don't know what this. I think it's Papa Bear. Who went in my closet and stole my cookies? And he'd be like, I don't know. He said, it's you that did. He'd be like, no, Daddy, I didn't do it. He'd be like, yes, you did.
Oh God, oh
Like,
everything
no,
like that.
I think Gabba did it. Gabba do it. No, we gotta go check the cameras and see if Gabba did it. I'd be like, can y'all?
Hey, but see, we give the younger generation flack, but they know how to go on YouTube and
get their money
and make money. Look at them fucking boxers, bro. These are YouTube boxers in the ring with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
right.
Man,
this is a YouTuber.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I think it's a thing of, I think the people that don't like it or disagree with it, they just don't know how to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Know how to use it. And then even that, man, like I start to get on TikTok and it's like you gotta stay consistent. So if you got kids, young kids, and you taking care of kids, you working 9 to 5, it's gonna be a little difficult to stay consistent, but you gotta plan out your content and make sure that you're putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? And once you start
TikTok is hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
I'll be on TikTok crying laughing.
TikTok, and next thing you know, it's dark. You be like, okay, kids ain't ate. Y'all eat. You be like, yeah, we ate some cereal. I'll be like, I cannot believe I've been on TikTok all day.
I never did TikTok.
Nah, I don't do the TikToks, but I go on there and I watch them, and they are hilarious.
Remember, my daughter big, so she don't be telling me everything. She be doing that on her own.
I kind of be on Instagram, so that reel will come up, or the TikTok reel. I mean, the Instagram TikTok, which is reel or whatever. I kind of be on that a lot because that be like they take their TikTok stuff, put it on reel, and you know what I'm saying, they're doing their own real stuff with it, which reel ain't paying no money, but TikTok is paying.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys hear that they said black TikTok people are?
Yep, I was gonna bring that up. They're on strike.
I was like, wow.
What?
Look, I keep telling y'all, download fan base. Y'all would do good. D, you do good on it. America, y'all both do good on it. Because,
no, I did. I listened to you. I did. I downloaded it.
Yeah, okay, so
I'm just trying to move right now, but once I get moved and now I got, you know what I'm saying, you guys, and then the studio and stuff, I'm running now. So it's like with Provoke or whatever. So it's like once I get here and get established, I'll be on everything. Trust me, I'll be.
And they said the white TikTokers having a hard time coming up with stuff because the black TikTokers is on strike.
Yeah.
Hey man, look. Hey, look. We are the culture.
Yes, we are.
We are the culture. Like,
imagine if we went on strike for everything, bro. Like if we decided to not do nothing.
We need to. We need to. You feel me? At the end of the day, man, from what we wear to what we eat to how we act to what we say, it's us. You feel me? Like,
but nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's going to do it. If like I was saying, like with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, if every black person or person that supported us would have really took a stand and just us, period, not just taking a knee, not just, doing whatever everybody else was doing in marching, but if we took a stand and just did nothing.
Right.
We didn't go to the stores.
Leave all these jobs.
We didn't go to the stores. We didn't get on social media. We didn't do it. Do you know how their economic lifestyle would go down?
Would have changed.
Exactly.
If we did it for one day, everything would crash.
Especially in sports. We make up 75% of sports teams, whole sports organizations. So if every black athlete said, I'm not going to play shit until y'all respect us, bro, we're going to win.
Yeah. Yep. But nobody.
Imagine every black rapper and singer saying we're not going to do nothing until y'all treat us fairly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's crazy too. I
was
watching something. Soon as the Asians got beat up or whatever after Trump was saying something about Asian, they get beat up. They automatically got what was it called? Like against Asian crimes. We've been getting beat for years.
And there's no bill for us. Never a talkable bill.
Like, when are we? I mean, I'm not just trying like we're whining or crying or whatever, but
hey, hold on, y'all. Let me go in the comments. I'm gonna go in the comments. My boy Dev said go on strike for girl for the track and field. So how y'all feel about that?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
me and you was debating about that.
Yeah, I see that's over. Yeah.
Unless the other athletes do it, then it's not fair for us to do it and take it away from them.
Exactly.
Like her mom or something, right? Like she was probably stressed out.
Why is everybody so upset when I believe this woman has taken responsibility for her actions?
She did.
And has always said, hey, it was on me. I shouldn't have did it. I got, 4 more years. I could do it again. You feel me?
Right.
On top of that, for all the people that saying it's just weed, it's not a performance drug. Go research why they don't allow weed in the Olympics, and maybe you will get more of an understanding as to why they don't allow it. But
they don't. But didn't they take that out of NBA players and stuff like that?
That's NBA.
Right.
That's right. You got to remember that.
Does it matter?
The Olympics is on a higher scale than NBA.
I can see if you were flipping, and doing like ballet and all that stuff, or like
All right, look, this is what they said. Look, and when you go look it up, it says it doesn't agree with like their sport ethics. You feel me? Like she's jeopardizing number 1, 2. I believe they say something like with her health. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to be involved in that. You feel me? They don't. And on top of that, let me say this. I'm not finna cry if my homie signed a contract saying he can't smoke weed at working and then get tested and get fired. So what's the difference?
Right.
There's no difference. Right. I feel like certain black people, we just want to say, since she black, let's let her slide. But no, she worked to get there, and she worked to get kicked off. Like, this should be real. This should be real.
Let me. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. This is my thing about this. I see it from everybody's point of view. It's just weed or whatever. Okay, cool. People tried to say, "Oh, Michael Phelps got caught smoking and all that, and he didn't get suspended." Yes, he did. He got suspended for 6 months, and you can Google it. They suspended his ass, and they didn't even know he didn't even test positive for smoking the shit. My thing is, it's a fucked up situation, but when are black people going to stop with the, oh, he was able to get away with it, why she can't? Because we fucking black and we can't get away with it. That's just the way it is. No, you can say about it. Y'all can call me a coon. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me, bro. This is the real shit of this shit.
No, that's real.
Bro,
that's real.
You're black. You cannot do what other people do. You can't.
Yep.
Right.
If they tell you you're in the fucking Olympics or in the NBA, y'all, I love my weed. I'm smoking weed right now, y'all. But if you give me a fucking NFL contract and you tell me don't smoke weed,
I'm not smoking.
I'm not smoking weed.
That's real.
I smoke weed because I don't make enough like NFL players make. You feel me?
No, that's
all. Okay, so
there's another part to it. There's another part. There's one more part. Sal, hold on, Sal. This is one part I want to add to it. They won't let you smoke weed, but they'll give you prescription pain pills that will get you hooked and potentially get you fucked up in the long run, but you can't smoke a plant.
That's because it's the pharmaceutical business.
Exactly.
That is all money.
That's a whole other business right there.
That's true. It's all a game.
But speaking of what you were talking about, okay, with the whole job thing, okay, so I'm not gonna say the person's name or whatever, but a young lady I know passes out at work, and they're like, "We're gonna call 911." First thing she's like, "No, don't call 911. Just call my mom or call my sister to come get me or whatever, and I'll go home. I'll go to the hospital from there." Because for the simple fact, she knows she's been smoking weed, and she knows when you're at work and you pass out or anything like that, they're going to drug test you. She's
automatically.
Right.
So she's like, I'll just go to the hospital myself. Maybe I'm just feeling a little fatigued, I didn't eat, whatever. And just knowing that, she was just sick. She had an ear infection and she had tonsillitis or whatever. So she ended up passing out. But she was like, no. So, other people was just like, why didn't they call the ambulance right away? And, she should have went or whatever. She was thinking about her job instead of really thinking about anything else. And I think that is just that no matter how they talk about how weed affects people or whatever, it's legal now. Like, I understand the sports or whatever, and, however that go, whatever. But when it comes to jobs or whatever, it is not affecting your job performance. I
feel some job.
Right. Because I'm a nurse. I'm not going to go to work high.
Well, I mean,
I do hospice. I'm not going to work high.
But I know
I'm not going to go deal with somebody's life high. I'm not going to go high.
Literally function better when they high.
But I'm not going to go high to deal with somebody dying or their life. I'm a nurse, so I do hospice. I would
exactly.
I'm not doing it.
Well, yeah, stuff like that. Well, I can't. I understand that because if I get high, everything gonna be funny to me. So I gonna be high. I'd be like, why are you dying? Stop breathing. I fuck up everybody's life. I couldn't get high and be a nurse like that.
It's kind of back what Tommy said. You're not supposed to be high at work. I'm not gonna get high at work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I know what I'm saying.
But no, it's
I'm
not
not
that
even
they
gonna
don't
do
be
it.
high at work. They get high, they smoke before they go to work, and they smoke after.
I'm not doing it.
Like that or whatever. Like when I worked in the warehouse, everybody in the whole warehouse got high, but everybody got their motherfucking job done.
Hey, look,
I'm not doing it.
I'll get high for $12 an hour, but $1 million every Sunday, I'm not getting high.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't smoke weed like that, so I agree with y'all. I'm just speaking to other people, but I mean, I know people that function better when they're high.
Yeah, I do.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, check this out. No matter how legal weed is, there's gonna be certain people, jobs, things where it's not gonna be accepted, and that's just like forever. That's never gonna change.
It
Like
sure
there's
is.
never.
You can take pain pills and go to work in I think
that's a
That's
little.
pharmaceutical.
I think that's a little different.
It is.
I think
It is.
it's a lot different.
It's like alcohol. Alcohol is legal too. You can't go to work fucked up.
Exactly.
Right.
But
Why
yeah.
complain about that? You feel me? It's like that's not an argument. We shouldn't be an argument. You feel me?
Your judgment is off. It's different.
Right. And let's be
It
real,
alters your judgment.
weed does fuck up some people's judgment.
Yes.
It doesn't
Some
motivate
people.
people. Yeah, some people. Some people.
Yeah, but your job is not gonna sit there and be like, well, we're gonna let you smoke and see how your performance is, and then let you know if you can smoke.
Right.
Especially if you're on a fucking.
We're gonna take a weed evaluation test at your interview. If you can still work when you high, then then you can have this position and you can get high, cool. But if you can't, then we're not fucking with you.
Hey, I don't want my truck drivers high as fuck delivering important goods, bro.
Nah.
I don't know. My brother, honestly, like me and my brother got into it like so much growing up. Like I couldn't stand him. Like he used to do so much fucked up shit to us growing up. I swear to God, the only time we get along is when this nigga high. When he smoke, he cool, he mellow, like he can do shit. He cool to be around. But if he ain't high, that nigga's an asshole.
Look, I'm gonna put it like this, y'all. If it wasn't for weed, I would have been locked up about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Feel me? Hey, check this out. If you had a doctor or your OBGYN, whatever came in, and this nigga was like,
check it out, your twat high as fuck.
Say he wasn't high. And he was like, my bad, I ain't have my blood today. Like, you don't be like,
hey, because weed smokers.
You went in the wrong hole.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, because weed smokers, when they ain't got their weed, it's horrible. So imagine a doctor without their weed one day. Fuck around and die because this nigga couldn't find an eight.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody can't smoke. She said he might go in the wrong hole.
Man, that's why I said go in the wrong hole. Like, nigga, I'm sorry, but the weed man showed up late. I had to come to work. I'm sorry, I went in the wrong hole. Yeah.
I'm sorry I was late for your heart surgery. I was waiting on my weed man to bring an aid.
Nigga, if you're a heart surgeon, should be there before you.
Right.
If you're a heart surgeon and you smoke weed, your weed should be there before the heart gets there.
Hey, you'd be surprised who smokes weed now.
Yeah, bro. Hey, what if your doctor pulled out a weed pen?
I know church people that run a whole church that smoke weed.
Yeah.
And been smoking it for years, like before it was legal. Like they used to be like smoking their weed and shit and be like, all right.
They got cannabis bars, they got clubs that people specifically smoke in now.
Thing nowadays. Hey, so do doctors get drug tested?
Certain jobs do, like truck drivers do.
Nah, doctors.
Doctors.
Oh, doctors. I don't know about doctors.
I don't know because a lot of doctors misuse pharmaceutical drugs.
Opium. Yep.
I think that they do get tested like to a certain extent or whatever. Like, yeah, I think I don't know. I think they do. I don't know.
This is an interesting conversation, man, because the pharmaceutical field is $1 billion industry.
Oh, speaking of that, okay, look. When I was a nurse, like people used to wonder like how the whole thing go. Okay, so you go to the doctor, right? You say you go to the doctor for a headache. They're gonna give you a medicine.
Wait. Is this illegal? This illegal information?
Hold on. This is a pharmaceutical company. They're going to give you something for your headache. That headache, that medicine they give you, that one pill they give you for your headache, it has 3 side effects, right? So out of those 3 side effects, you're going to get either one or two of them. So you go back to the doctor with two or one of them side effects. Now you're going to have 2 more medications. Those 2 medications now have 3 side effects apiece. So now when you go back to the doctor, because now you having a side effect, now you have 4. Okay, I ain't got enough fingers. Now you got enough 6 medications.
No,
when you first
I
came
get where
in
you're
for
coming
a
from.
fucking headache.
Get the concept.
That is a pharmaceutical company. That's how they making money off you. You
Exactly,
going
that's their
one
job.
thing. That one thing has all these side effects. Then when you go to the doctor for that the side effect of that one thing, you're gonna get 2 more medications that's supposed to fix that side effect. So then now you have 5 more things wrong with you because now from off of one headache. And you got to think about it. You got Pfizer.
I got an interesting story for y'all.
All these, they all work together. They work together with your doctor.
Right.
So when they come, like the pharmaceutical companies, they come in and they offer these hospitals and doctors' offices medicine to cure your headache. Just say, I'm just throwing out there to clear your headache. So when they're giving this to you, you gotta think they're working with different pharmaceutical companies.
Exactly.
That they're basically guinea pigging you because they have all these different side effects. So Dr. Johnson, you're going to go see Dr. Johnson because you have a headache. He's going to give you this, this is something that we're trying for people with headaches. But if you ever look, you got all these side effects, nausea, discomfort, irritable bowel syndrome, shaking leg syndrome, all this shit wrong with you. And 9 times out of 10, instead of stop taking that medicine and start taking something naturally or changing your diet or changing things around you, you're going to go back to that doctor, which that doctor's like, the side effects were this. Now you got the little shaking leg or whatever. So now let's give you an MRI.
Right.
Now you're paying your insurance for the MRI, for the extra medicine, the doctor's appointment. They're all working together.
I got a story that piggybacks off what you just said, Sal. I got a little brother. He's about like 25. He been having seizures since he was 6 years old. So from 6 years old, they prescribed him every seizure pill. Nothing ever worked. So when he got like 22, he went into a seizure real bad. He went into a coma and almost died damn near. So they got him out of the coma. They gave him some more medicine. They sent him home to us. He was still blanking out and like horrible. So the homie was like, bro, only thing that's going to help him right now is CBD oil. Yeah. So for like a week, I was like, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. So he was like, bro, just try it. So I went and got my brother the CBD oil, put 2 drops under his fucking tongue, my nigga. He didn't have a seizure again for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I believe in natural healing also.
Yeah.
Off the CBD oil.
I do.
Yeah, I believe it.
Shit is crazy, man. We literally tried every man-made pill or anything. Some of the pills made his seizures worse.
Yeah. And gave him the oil, you have stopped the other medication, right?
Yeah, we cut him off the other pills, gave him the CBD oil. Dude was, I swear to God, y'all, I'm not exaggerating. Within 2 hours, my brother looked like his life was coming back to him.
I believe in it. I really do. And I've used that oil before also.
Shit is crazy.
That's how they're making money, though. That's a
natural oil, though.
If you think about it, that's how life is in general, though. Like, you take one thing and you make something off of other stuff. You got to think, if you got a piece of bread, you're not going to eat just a piece of bread. You're going to want Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. You're going to want lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, chips on the side. You know, you're going to want everything to go in there. So that's why when somebody introduces something to you, you think you're going to get one thing, but no, you're getting a lot of other things. Like, you're not, you got to make money. You got to make something out of something. Like, can't have one ingredient.
We can start off with a healthy ass salad, but by the time we add all the ranch and bacon bits and the
right.
It's just as bad as McDonald's.
No,
exactly.
What documentary did you watch last night?
Have you guys known, this is what I trip about? Okay, So their main thing. Okay, I got two things to tell y'all. Okay, because this has been tripping me out like forever. This one has been just bothering me. Okay, why is it that you can get a hamburger for 99 cents, full of all kind of shit in there, make you bad, make you fat, clog your arteries, but then they offer a salad for $4?
Because the salad's not processed.
Yep.
It's processed.
Because you gotta pay for good shit.
Right. It's processed. The hamburger. The meat is processed. All that. I don't eat
That
McDonald's
is
and shit
crazy.
like that. Sometimes.
Okay,
but not
another
like
thing,
that.
I don't know if you guys been paying attention to this. This is fucking with me. I posted this on my page too. Okay, so I'm driving, right? And I'm about to go to McDonald's and this truck is pulling out. And it's the truck for the COVID vaccination or whatever, right? So the man was like, do you want it? I'm like, what? He was like, you want to get vaccination? I'm like, no. He was like, it's free. And I'm just sitting here, I'm sitting at McDonald's, I'm about to get my ice cream, and I'm like,
You might as well. You about to eat McDonald's.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck it.
that's all
Yes,
you
I
are.
would eat.
Yep, I would agree with
Look,
that
it's
shit.
hot.
Everybody's
and
scared of the shot, but they eat all this
McDonald's
food.
ice cream
No
is
real
the best
shit.
ice cream ever, especially when you
I'm about to say.
Hey, oh God, McDonald's ice cream is fire as fuck.
It is good.
It's like
Okay,
And they
frozen
soft
yogurt.
serve. It go in
get
the
they
middle of
chocolate
ice
It's
cream.
frozen
cookies
yogurt.
warmed up.
Yes, y'all messing me up, y'all, and I'm hungry again. Okay, look. So I'm sitting there lying, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I've had family members been turned away because they can't afford chemotherapy because their insurance don't cover it. Because I have family members that they weren't poor enough to get Medi-Cal, and they weren't rich enough to get the other HMOs or whatever that'll pay for everything. So they weren't able to pay for the medication that they needed for cancer, but yet they're giving away this vaccination for free. You can't go get you can't get HIV and go get a free shots to make yourself be able to live right or whatever. But you got people like, okay, I'm gonna say I'm wrong. I know y'all basketball fans, so I'm just
Because
saying,
this is a pandemic disease. That's the difference.
They're rich or whatever. They've been living years off of AIDS and stuff.
It's
because
affecting
they're rich.
everybody. This is a disease affecting everybody. It's a difference.
But
You give
But
somebody probably an AIDS.
what Sal is saying,
but
what
so
Sal
does
is saying,
cancer. So does AIDS. All that stuff
It's
affects everybody
different.
all the time.
and that's how I feel, Sal. That's
But
how I
it's
feel.
different.
You got to think
They
about diabetes.
came up with a
Some people can't
vaccine
take
fast
insulin.
as fuck for this shit. But what about all the other shit that's been needing medicine like
They're not.
AIDS?
Exactly.
It's not
That's
gonna
why I
happen.
told y'all the story
It
about
affected
the
too many
pharmaceutical
people.
companies.
That's why.
It's
You know
to
what I
make
mean?
money. It's a
No,
big
what she's
behind
saying
it.
makes
You're gonna get
perfect
that
sense.
vaccination, you're gonna need something else. I guarantee you.
Listen,
Like I
You
hey,
don't
said,
think they have a cure for AIDS? They got a cure for AIDS,
Yeah,
girl.
they do. They
They've
just
been
don't
having
want to
they
give it to
got a
everybody.
cure to
But if you
slow
think
it
about it,
down.
if you give that cure, everybody's gonna start having sex whether they have AIDS or not. I'm not saying
Exactly.
it's right, but
Exactly.
it's two different things. It's two
They ain't
different
gonna
totally
stop
things.
just because
And
there's
my
AIDS
dad
out.
had
They never
chemo,
stop people from
but
fucking.
chemo's
People are
expensive.
still
I
fucking.
still had a bill
They never
after the
stop it.
Medicaid and insurance. You know, he still had chemo, 65,000. It's just two different things. You know, this was
Hey,
a
what
pandemic that affected everybody. You know,
what she
so
make perfect
It's
sense.
all money. It's all
Yeah,
a gimmick.
flu shot.
It's
But
all
how did
about
they
money.
come up with this vaccine so fast?
Bro, I mean, it's a vaccine, bro. You
it's
know
a
what I'm saying?
vaccine. It's like the flu shot.
But they
You know,
still don't have vaccinate. But they still don't have medicine to clear to totally just make people. I've literally just sit there and watch a friend of mine daughter or her niece died of leukemia. Like,
Okay, wait. Let
You
me
gotta
ask
remember, these people are not God. This is science.
let me ask you
This is-
this. Let
okay,
me
it's science. Where's the science have to help that?
But
You
they're
came up
they're
with
not God. That's what
vaccination.
I tell people
Hey,
all the
I
time.
got-
They're not God. This is
I got a
science.
question. I
This
got a
medicine
question.
can't save everybody.
Hold on.
Isn't that-
Go ahead, it's over.
But you got a vaccination to clear air to clean.
And it's not saving everybody either. It kills some people too. Just like the flu shot did.
Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
that kind of a contradiction? Because we just said, okay, well, they got all these drugs that they stuffing us with, but then we want them to come up with, you said they don't have a vaccine for all these other drugs, so are we going to take the drugs or are we not going to take the drugs? At the end of the day,
Right.
I think what she's saying makes perfect sense. Like, the pandemic, everybody was affected, whether you wanted to be or not. You can protect yourself from HIV herpes, all that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That you go out and you allow yourself to get into a situation but some people couldn't stop themselves from getting COVID. You feel me?
You
It's
couldn't
a
stop
preventable
yourself from getting
disease.
cancer either. You can't
I
stop yourself
agree
from
with
getting
that, but
cancer
it's it could be our foods. We don't know what causes that. It's something that is causing cancer, definitely.
Yeah,
But that's
either. I think
it's
it's
definitely
something
something that's causing cancer.
in the whole
Yes.
COVID thing too. Because I mean, I think it's something in the whole COVID thing too. Because how was countries in countries that people never go to, people was catching COVID.
This is repeated something in history, though. We've been going through this forever. The flu was just as bad.
COVID was chemical warfare, my nigga.
I agree with that too. And it just went a little too far.
Right.
I agree with that too.
It's a population thing. It killed off all the older people with medical conditions. If you up and healthy, you were fine. If you were old as fuck and got medical problems, gone.
It was population control.
Population.
I believe that.
Chemical warfare.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had underlying conditions, you feel me? And I'm still here, so I feel blessed, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're definitely blessed.
I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not vaccinated. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that.
Had COVID.
I think
I got a fake vax card.
That I didn't get it. Like, I really had a person that was in the hospital that before it all like got really big or whatever. She was at my house. I smoked a cigarette with her, everything. Like, and I have with 3 kids with autoimmune diseases, and I thank God that none of my kids got it. My mom.
I think I had it in December 2019, really but it only lasted 3 days. I did natural broth, honey, tea, just on natural things, and hey.
Yeah, but black people be like, man, I was sick as fuck 6 months ago. I think I had COVID.
No, it's the truth.
Exactly.
It's the truth because it was out before it was put out.
Like, girl,
no, for real.
I was real sick. Like, remember that last week? Remember that couple weeks ago?
Nah. I thought I had that shit too, though, low key.
No,
nigga, I was sick as fuck one time.
On everything, you had to sleep that shit off.
I ain't been that sick in forever.
Nigga, I had tears in my eyes going to the hospital to get tested.
You are so funny. He's dramatic as fuck.
I got asthma, my nigga. If I would have caught with asthma, I would have been in the upper room.
No, for real, you can't play with it. You your dramatic self.
I got asthma and smoke more weed than anybody, my nigga. Asthma.
Somebody that I used to be with, I think that they had it. Like, he had lost taste. He swear that he always loses his taste when he's sick. But he was really, really sick for like a week, like right next to me. Like, he couldn't eat. He was throwing up and everything. And I think he had it.
I just left that shit off, I think.
Man, y'all can ask my wife, nigga. I went to the hospital crying, tears in my eyes. Like, man, I got this shit.
That means you probably don't get sick off it.
I don't, man. And
exactly.
Men are the biggest.
That's how I am.
Anyway, when it comes to getting sick, men are.
No, so when I get sick, you could tell. I'll be like,
Yeah, I didn't have nothing but dehydration from drinking the night before and a sinus cold.
You're dramatic.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. What is so funny? Look, I don't care who know this or whatever, but this is so funny. Okay, so I don't know, a lot of people that follow me or whatever know I posted that I was single on my page. And since I've been on here with you guys, like, my phone is literally like been blowing up all day. Crazy. I think we need to do a show, like a real show. Tommy, you should host a show. Like, what was that show back in the day?
Why y'all keep calling me Tommy?
Okay, highlight.
I don't know. I always say highlight. Your sister just said Tommy. It just kind of.
I know I like the Tommy too, but okay, highlight.
Highlight. Okay, look, DJ highlight. Okay. Remember that one show when it was like the girl and it had the 3 contestants? They was behind the door.
Yeah.
Hell
Day. Do a show like that. Like, what was it called?
Isn't that what's it called? I was watching it this morning.
The dating. It was for real.
Yeah, it was on the TV. It was old as fuck. They show old TV shows on here.
It wasn't Change the Heart?
Yeah, it was something similar like that. And I've seen a bunch of old shows on that shit. I don't know what it is.
Oh my God. I would love to see old shows. But
So you want us
Mhm.
to, you want us to be a matchmaker for you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, like I'm really need to find like a really good
I could do that. I'm
man,
good
like,
with that.
like a really, really good man. So I want to like go on like ask him questions or whatever. Like you guys ask him questions. I don't see
Okay,
him,
quick
like,
question. Quick question.
I like that.
let
I
the
like
screen
that.
be
Do it
blacked out.
matter? Do it matter if he on parole?
We gonna screen that out. You gonna be able to tell.
I'll just ask you.
Not funny.
I can usually tell when he's been incarcerated.
But look. You guys know how we're all set up right here or whatever? Okay, so look, I'll be at the bottom and they screen got to be black. And then Tommy, you ask all of them questions. And at the end of like 15, 20 minutes, then I'm eliminate one. And then we got a two. They got to keep their screens black. And then you ask them questions. And at the end, the last one, he could turn the screen on and bam, I got a date.
I think that'd be fun.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
That's
I'm
fun.
interested. Let's do
That
it.
sounds fun. I like
I
it.
got two questions. Can they be incarcerated with a parole date?
No. We got to go on a date. We can do a virtual date. I'm not going to county jail to see
Ooh,
you.
Okay, next question. Next question.
You like
Do it
her.
They have
do it matter if they live with their mom?
Girl, you
They
in
have to
Vegas. You gonna
retire
get you
their
a
parole
psycho.
number, at least that much.
All right, my second question. Can he make 30K or 20K? What's his pay rate got to be? You know, women care about that.
Right.
I'm not a materialistic person like that. You just can't live with your mom.
What if you live with your
helping her
auntie?
out. Unless your mom lives with you and you're helping her out, that's one thing. But other than that, like, you know, I do, you know, if you helping your mom out or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, your mom is old or whatever, you take care of her, that's one thing.
This is becoming sad right now.
So,
Wait.
You might get a lot of that in Vegas, girl. They're gonna tell you that. You ain't gonna be real. It's gonna be a fake story and a fake
When
story.
you meet this man, how much of the overall finances do you expect to pay for once you meet this man, including everything? That is my question to you.
He said, "This man."
well,
So 100%. So of the overall finances, what percentage are you accepting to take responsibility for, my beautiful black queen?
well,
He
okay,
is the
since
queen.
I make my own money, and I don't want nobody having problems with my, you know, my packages coming to the door or whatever. So long as you can, I don't want you to take care of my kids. I don't want you to do
No,
anything like
answer the
that. Or whatever.
question.
So you
Answer
don't
the
have to have,
question.
like, I don't know. Like, I mean, you take me out on dates or whatever. I mean, if we're going on a date, pay for the date. I'm just saying.
Okay,
if
so
we're going
check
on a
this
date,
out.
pay for the date.
If y'all get married, right,
Uh-huh.
and y'all become one, right,
Uh-huh.
how much of the financial responsibility do you want him to take, or are you willing to take? I need a number. I need a specific number.
Half.
I agree.
Okay.
How?
50-50. No, 50-50. 100. 50-50.
50-50.
Yep.
Thank
100.
you. I like that. Thank you. I like that.
And then say
Come.
king, because he calls you queen, so king 50-50.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna stay at home. I want him to pay all the bills. I'm only gonna pay the cable bill. No, I would love that. I mean, if I had a
No,
million,
50-50.
It's not 1992. Rent is not $800 no more, nigga. It requires a team effort to run a household.
No, for real.
Nowadays, for real.
exactly
Yeah.
the team.
And it's going to benefit both of you guys in the long run.
It's a lot of the,
This is what I've been trying to tell people. Imagine a household where both people contributing. You know how much money you'll have left over to go on a cruise or
And enjoy life. Mm-hmm.
And
just
do
go
things
enjoy your
alive.
fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep. And not be arguing and stressing each other out. Absolutely.
Mhm. But there's really women out there right now that will tell you, I'm not dating you
Tommy,
unless
put
you
this
can pay
together.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
All right, y'all. But we stayed on a little bit longer tonight, y'all. We're gonna get ready to get up out of here.
I have fun. Good topic.
Yeah, this was
All
a
right,
fun
y'all know,
show,
everybody
man.
in the studio is like, it's time to go.
Hope so.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to my party. I have an event tonight.
All right, so we'll be back next week. More topics. Shout outs to Zova.
Bye,
Shout outs to
guys.
American. Shout outs to Sal.
Thirsty.
All right, we up out of here, y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.